Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Snags it quickly on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Second down coming up.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. Nice move, creates some space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but, man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
Running to the left. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Manning. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The Longhorns line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. And in an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. Breaks into the open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Quickly complete. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
First down for the offense.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown, but the hit forces the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long and field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting three and starting this game off on the right foot.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Rushes on him. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Green. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. He tries to take the top off. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The play action fake. Bears the pressure. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get to you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Give to the back. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
It's a draw. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football.
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but third and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
Yeah, he's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
Line getting set on second down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gets it out quickly. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Looking downfield. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Manning. Snagged out of the air. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I love the play design here. The ball is designed to come out of the quarterback's hands quickly. He finds his big-time target for the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Anderson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Grab near the marker, it's Anderson. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. They'll try to get it through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score.
Number 32, Texas.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Texas offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man on the right. Still running at the 40. He's loose down the middle. The tag. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Bringing the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Get it out on the screen. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
That's a first down for the offense.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early. He's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
The short hands, it's Anderson. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sharp. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for us.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hill. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not much.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Unloads it left. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be dragged down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. Finding open areas. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Flying down the left side. Boy, are they loving play. He's got it down to the 9.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And the Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Durham. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Wide open downfield. Turning it on. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They'll immediately call timeout. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Touchdown, LSU! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Gets it out fast. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
We've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Just a short pass to the tight end, and he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Fires one high and deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Now they'll run the draw. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The running game on first down, now back at it. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw, and the defense was in good position.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Firing to the right, complete. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Is relentless here on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field, but how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Texas.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Back to pass, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Off the RPO, complete. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And some room to work. And he'll be brought down.
That's a really nice play on 2nd down. I love the quarterback's read. I love that he kept it. Good offensive coordinators across college football, they have no problem repeating the same play over and over again if it's successful.
And the Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense. defense to stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. All the way back to the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Sets up the screen. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Off play action on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll send the tight end in motion. The RPO, it's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quick completion to the right. There he goes. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
To the air, it's Manning. Looking for the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Texas! He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better, but that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments. They've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Makes the catch, it's Wingo.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They force the negative play, now setting up 4th down.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is perfect. This is now a 7-point game.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Durham. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a 1st down. Nice balance by this offense.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. He's got him. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's exactly your job when you're a defense. You know, they're going to make throws, they're going to make catches. I got to get them on the ground. I got to limit the yak, the yards after the catch. Nice job breaking in the football, getting the wide receiver on the ground.
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sharp.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Sharp. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Working that left side now. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point in the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
On fourth down, going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wingo. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Gonna look downfield again. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Wingo. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got him wide open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate, and late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Manning. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those 1st downs. Get those big chunks.
Quickly to the tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Manning. Using the quick game. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Big fella moving. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
Any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go in, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert.